Hi, here's Nina from the Gründungsbüro, the startup office in Kaiserslautern. Today I will show you scenes from my interview with Amir Baradaran from the Saarbrücken-based startup Foldio.
Yeah, I'm Amir from Foldio. In Foldio, we build educational toys for children. We have apps for children like mobile games, and also we have this paper robot behind me that teaches children the basics of computer science.
You can see how Foldio came about in the next section.
We had this idea of like conductive electronics, so conductive paper in a say. This idea actually is created by a friend of mine. It was his PhD thesis on how to print sensors on paper. And we basically teamed up in Startup Weekend in 2017, trying to find like, okay, how we can really merge this in an industry. So that was like, he was like trying to find like a place for this. On the other side, I'm coming from a family of teachers, and I was like, after I finished my master's, I wanted to do something like, I wanted to create like an educational tool. I was not sure what. I was trying to find different things. Like this was the branch I wanted to really work in. And when I saw this technology, it was like, okay, wait, we can maybe do something in education. And we had like the first ideas at that point, like in Kickstarter, in this Startup Weekend, sorry. We got together and we formed different ideas. And that was like the very basic ideas that we had about, let's create a toy out of paper that children can program. So that's how it all started.
To found a startup, first of all, you have to have a good idea. But besides that, the people you implement this idea with is crucially important. Amir was very lucky in this respect.
It's like the biggest one is the co-founder. So that's what I usually say. Like it's as I said, I was lucky, but you usually get it wrong. Like a lot of people just say, yeah, I have an idea and I start with anyone I can. That's like the most, like the basic mistake that everyone does. And then regarding the idea, this was something that also like in the very beginning, we had also like a little bit of a problem with, and then we realized, okay, our market is that usually just having a great idea, like a technology, doesn't mean anything. Like your idea has to really solve a problem, and the people who have the problem should be able to support you. So that is like the two things, which goes back to really fixing these two before you start a company. Yeah.
Even though Amir seemed quite relaxed when we talked to each other, he revealed that it is not always easy to bear this whole burden of having an own company.
I mean, the startup life is full of fears. It's something that everybody has, and you have to also express it. Of course, I have this, but you are always under many big fears that sometimes they actually get like you cannot sleep at night sometimes. Like stuff happen and you say, okay, how can I fix this? And you think about it. And it is really scary sometimes. I mean, it's not scary in a way, okay, you're going to lose your life, but it's, you have people depending on you, you have a company, it has to go on. And I know for a fact that people who get better at their job, they learn to control their stresses better. So I think that is something that I mean, I'm way better than before. Like I remember in the beginning when we had like problems or issues or like I was really like not sleeping at night, just thinking about it. Okay, how can I do it? This whole mentality, or it will pass and you can get over it. It happened after many trials and errors, and I think that is probably what is the difference between a person who thinks big and thinks small.
Well, besides some occasional sleepless nights, Amir is really a founder with heart and soul.
At least now that we're talking, I liked every bit of it. Like if someone asks me, and we had ups and downs, like we had very bad days and we had very good days, like days that everybody was happy and the days where everybody's sad, and it happens in every company. And I would say I liked it all. I wouldn't do it differently. And yeah, that's I like this style of living.
Amir came to Germany to study here. For someone who didn't grow up here, the bureaucratic hurdles associated with founding your own company can seem particularly high. But in this respect, Amir was also very lucky.
But like my co-founder, Michael, he does a lot of stuff like in the sense of official. It's like a lot of and we have like also a team of funders behind us that they were, but it was not always like this, of course. So from the beginning it was much harder, but it was not like me against all the bureaucracy of Germany. It was really, I had Michael was really the hero here, that he did everything. So I can imagine that it can get scary. I can imagine that it was a lot, but Michelle studied law. So it's like something that I was always like, okay, please. Yeah, it's like, it's a great thing to have. And that is how I approached it. So I'm not sure if I'm the right person. So we did everything right because we had the people to do it. And it is hard. I can imagine totally that's scary. And I can imagine that also like the system in Saarbruecken would not be ready for a founder that is foreigner and doesn't speak German. So I don't think it will work, but maybe it will work later. But right now, I think you definitely need, I mean, if someone asks me, I would say you need a co-founder who is German, like in a very good level of understanding of how the system works. And as I said, we were lucky, like Michael is.
Finally, Amir will now summarize the vision he has for their company.
I mean, ideally, I want every child to really learn the basics of computer science. Like this is our basic motto, like the basics that they need. Hopefully using our product, like that was obvious from day one. Like we wanted to really have, I mean, it goes back, maybe I'll just very quickly, like because of a background, I like, and why we're doing this is, I mean, I really care about like how people are really in society, how people are really going forward, like what would really make people to go to different levels, what would really improve the life of people. And to my philosophy, it's only education. Like if you really want a community to get better, you have to provide better education. And computer science and like these, especially cybersecurity, everything that's related to this is missing at the moment. Like there's a long way to go. And that's why I'm in this business. I really want this to happen. And I would like to be there, like to just really have a part in this, like everyone, every child knows this, uses this and learns something. So that's, yeah.